So I am going to put a clip of my skill challenge match and what kind of happened so you guys can see how I have to lock back the slide and
787.
and basically shake it to get the ammo out of the barrel. All right, you guys, let's chat about the Mean Arms Exomags. This right here is your ejector. So this is what is going to, basically your bolt carrier in your upper, it's a 9mm, is gonna come back. This is gonna knock it off and then it's going to fly out. Because you're running an AR-9 on an AR-15 lower, you do not have an ejector built into the lower with this kind of setup. The problem with this is that when you get a jam, you have to pull your charging handle, lock it back, flip your gun upside down and shake it to be able to get the round out to clear the jam. I had a lot of problems. I will tell you guys that if this is something that you want to build and you want it to be successful, looking back, I would have reached out to Mean Arms prior to buying everything that I bought. And they will literally send you a list of like compatible BCGs, compatible lowers, what they think is like the best option for their product, which I really, really respected. I just had already bought everything and I wasn't able to obviously like flip it. I had already SBR'd my lower. I was kind of committed at that point, and that's what sucks about this is now I'm going to have to SBR my lower again. So it's just kind of a waiting game. It's been such a learning process, but I do really love the PCC. I just need to find a more reliable option to shoot matches with it. So I reached out to Mean Arms and they were honestly amazing. I just had a couple problems. I was running a Spikes tactical lower and honestly the mil spec was not very good on it. It just wobbled a lot. My upper and my lower didn't really want to match up. I think this was an issue for me. And also my upper was Moss defense. I kind of just went with the cheapest build setup because I was trying to save some money. The problem with this is that my bolt carrier group with my Moss defense upper, it would not work with the Mean Arms. It didn't have enough of a ramp to be able to grab the ammo and pull it up. I had to switch over to a PSA bolt carrier group. This was my first problem. My second problem was that it kept jamming. I think it's because of the play from the upper and the lower. So if you're gonna go cheap, I don't think this is a good option for you. If you have a more expensive AR-15 lower that you're using, I think that you would be fine as long as you use kind of like a spacer that you can buy at Moss Defense, or I've seen some like Dirty Bird that you can take the play out of the upper and the lower like meeting together. If you're someone who shoots indoor matches, you know when you drop a magazine that 90% of the time they're like gonna break open and because the floor is so hard. I dropped one of these and instantly broke the ejector off of this and they're expensive. These are anywhere from like $30 to $50 depending on how many rounds you choose. So because of all the problems that I've had, I had a match, a still challenge, and as you know, like speed is everything. Taking my time from anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds to 15 to 20 seconds, it killed my match and it was kind of the final straw for me. So because of this, I have decided to move over to the Glock mags and buy a AR-9 lower that is dedicated to being an AR-9 for my PCC. With those, the ejector is literally screwed onto the lower, and I just think that it will hopefully help all my issues and I won't have to worry about this. If you're someone that's just like out shooting in the desert or you're not competing, I definitely think it would be a fine option. It just didn't work for me. I wanted to love it so much to be able to switch between both, but after all the problems that I had, I just would not recommend it.